Good morning, it's Gail. How you doing today? I'm going to be doing some diamond painting on the Seraphina. So the pups are sleeping, it's a bright sunny morning, and hopefully they will behave and the cat won't meow. She's coming over by my door. Let me turn some tunes on. Just listening to Lo-Fi Girl. She does have a YouTube channel. Go over and give her a follow and a like. And I'm over now on the right hand side of the canvas. So let me get set up here. I'm going to switch position a little bit. Alright, so let's see here. I hope the cat doesn't try and come in here. So I've got some black drills out. This is like my overflow, so it doesn't have like a label on it. And so the sun is like beaming in on the window that's over here to the right of the desk at the moment, because that window faces east and the sun is coming up. So I'm going to see how long it's going to be before it actually, like, you know, affects like the light in here, or if it gets darker or whatever. Got the blinds kind of like angled up a bit, but hopefully you can see like what I'm working on here. I think so. Let's see, up right above this section here, like right here, that's the upper right hand corner. So I guess you could say I'm kind of working on the middle, the upper middle, and then I'll work my way down, over and down, and see if I can get this one finished up so I can really get back to working on Aquarius, because I really want to put it on my wall. I want to put both of them on my wall. I think this one I'll go ahead and put in my bathroom, so we have like split bathrooms. So after the girls moved out, I got my own bathroom, which is very nice, as all the ladies can attest to. It is very nice not having to share a bathroom with a guy. Sorry guys. Although my hubby is actually a very neat man, so I lucked out on that. So I'm going to try and do all this black in this section first. Oh my gosh. Do I need to shut the door? Lily? I know that's Lily. She's like the guard dog, barking at everybody that comes by the house. I don't know what she thinks she can do. She's a chihuahua. Would nibble at their ankles. What is this right here? So they were asleep earlier. So I think this morning I woke up at 4. And after hubby left, they went back to sleep. And I was cross-stitching. Just watching a few YouTube videos and whatnot. And then they woke up and they played for a bit. So they're so silly. They have this toy. It's a new one. So anytime there's a new toy, there's always like a lot of commotion, because you got like power struggles for who's gonna play with the toy. I try and get multiple whenever I get new toys because of that situation, but this one came with something that hubby ordered. It was kind of like a thank you for ordering it. It was a pet bed, and so there's only one, and it's just like, ooh, power struggles. I have to make sure they don't get in a fight. Finally, I just took it away. I'm like, okay, we're done. Because Lily was barking at Evie, and I was like, I don't want to hear that. It's too early in the morning for all that barking. So I just took it away. I'm like, we're done. Mom's gonna go stream. Sorry. Go back to sleep. So I think they're all gonna attempt to go back to sleep. It's like having children in the house. So let me see, it's cat up a little bit. Although I did do a gaming stream the other day. I was playing Terranil. They have a new update. It's awesome. That's over on the Gaming with Kale channel. So we bought, how do I put it? We traded in our old, well, it's not old, but our RV, which was a travel trailer. So you tow it with like a hitch that's attached to the hitch that's on the back of your truck. So it's about, I think, like 24-footer. It wasn't like super big or anything, but we had a Toyota Tundra, so that's about all, like, you know, it could pull. It's not really meant to be like a heavy-duty pulling truck. So after my son passed away, I kind of just didn't want to do it anymore. I don't even know how to explain it. I just totally lost interest. So it's a puzzle. I just don't know why. I was just like, I don't want to do it. So our poor RV sat there for like 2 years. And we didn't, I hear the cat, we didn't go anywhere. And I know my husband was disappointed because he enjoys, you know, going out on the road and so on and so forth. Exploring and traveling and being out at the lake and fishing, stuff like that. Because we usually go to state parks. So we started talking about it. We were going to sell it, but we knew we were not going to get our money back on it. And we talked about getting, I think it's a Class C, which is kind of like a category of RV, which has like the little cab above the area where you drive and you actually drive it. You're not hauling anything. You're not towing. And those were kind of pricey and kind of small. Not really what he wanted. He didn't want to go back to something smaller. I'm like, okay, well, what are we going to do? So we decided to get a fifth wheel, which is where you have the hitch for the truck inside the bed of the pickup. So we got like a slide hitch or whatever. My piano is so pretty. And we looked at RVs over at Funtown RV out in, I think it was like out by the east side of Dallas. And we found one that the Toyota could pull, but hubby still kind of didn't like the, put that there, the size. You know, he wanted like space, because he tends to get not claustrophobic, but if he doesn't have enough room, he starts like tripping. I have no problem with it. I just find a spot and just curl up and do like whatever I'm gonna do. You know, diamond paint or crochet or whatever, cross stitch, I'm fine. Let me get this little piece of trash out of here. It's a tiny little dot piece of plastic or resin or whatever these drills are made out of. See if I can get it out of here. I don't think I can. Hold on. Okay. Got it. So we looked around, different sizes, different weights. Of course, all RVs weigh different. And the weight of the RV is, you know, important because that's what your truck can pull. So he found one that he really liked. I'm like, okay, but our truck is not going to pull that. So he was kind of not bummed out, but you know, he's like, well, let me think about it. He didn't really want to settle for something smaller, you know, where you have to kind of give up what you actually really want. So he decided on his own, because I had nothing to do with the decision, to actually trade in the Tundra and get a stronger truck, so that can pull the RV that he liked. I'm like, okay, we're changing everything up, which is fine. That's okay. What am I doing here? That one got unstuck. So then it was a matter of looking around for the truck. How much are you gonna give us for the trade-in? La 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 la. And we found one that we liked. Well, the first one we looked at, we were like, it's got like a little ding on the side, on one of the doors. So we ended up trading in the Tundra, which my husband loved the Tundra. But it just wasn't strong enough for that RV. So we got a Chevy Silverado 2500 diesel. So apparently a diesel engine has more torque and can pull more technical, you know, car, whatever stuff. And it's really nice. It's big. You should see me trying to get in there. I mean, I'm 5'1". Not only am I 5'1", but I'm 64 years old. And it does have the little step on the side, running down the side, you know, because it's 4-door. And, I mean, I can get in there, but I don't know how long, I don't know how long that's going to last. But it's really nice. It's comfortable. It's quiet, surprisingly quiet. When I first met my husband, he had a Ford. I think it was a 150 maybe. And that thing was noisy. Noisy and uncomfortable to drive in. I didn't like it. So we have the vehicle. So then we went back over to the RV place. We're like, okay, now we want to do the trade-in. And we want this one here. So it is a 2024. I know these drills aren't like perfectly straight, so just ignore that. I'm going to go back with the tool that I have somewhere hanging around and straighten everything out. But I'm not really worried about that right now because I just want to get it done. So we went back, and so we picked it up, did all the financing, blah, 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 signed all the paperwork, and then we got it back here. So it is a, let me make sure I remember correctly. It's an Arctic Wolf Cherokee. So it's like a collaboration or something. I don't know. Limited 27 SGS. So when you have a RV, you have like the sides of it, right? The walls, and you know, you have your right and left walls, and so you can have a slide that pushes out and makes the space bigger, right? So the one that we had before, the Sundance, had one slide. The first one we had didn't have a slide. So having the second one with the one slide was nice. It just gives you more room. It opens up the space inside the trailer. And or maybe I should use the lingo lingo they use, your rig. They call it your rig. And let me do these singles up here. So our first one didn't have a slide. I think that was a Forest River or something. I can't remember the name of it. Then we traded that one in. We got the Sundance. I think it was a 231 ml. I don't know, something like that. And it had a slide. And so this one, the Arctic Wolf, has two slides. So you have a slide that opens on the left and one that opens on the right. And so it really opens up the space. Now the bedroom doesn't have a slide. So when you get to the really bigger ones, like ours is right under 30 feet. So it's like 29.11. But you start getting into those big honkers, you can have like a slide in the bedroom. The AC just went on, but I can't turn it off because it's like torment here with the heat. So this one doesn't have a slide in the bedroom, just in the living room area. So it's really nice. And I can't wait to take it out. So let's talk about what actually happened with it. Okay, well, first of all, they only gave us like one set of keys. I'm like, that's dumb. So we're waiting on another set of keys. And I think what's going to end up happening anyway, well, maybe like in the next, 6 months or whatever, we're just going to end up taking that lock off and putting on a new lock. Like a keyless whatever entry. Drink some water. Let me check the stream. Chat thing. One of these days I'm gonna resize that. I guess just try and make it bigger. Whatever. Alright, well, everything's working, so that's cool. Alright, so one set of keys, that just doesn't cut it. So we're waiting on that. And then the other thing is, so let me just preface that with the fact that where we bought is not like right near our house. It's about like a 45-minute trip out east. So the first time we went out there to actually look for what we wanted to buy, I went with hubby and we left the dogs at home. But when he went down to go get the hitch installed on the pickup, I was like, I'm not going with you. I can't have the dogs be alone that long because of the puppy, It's like, I'll just stay home. You just go down there, take the camper down there, la la la. So apparently, like, the refrigerator that was in there stopped working or whatever. So they're like, we need to put a new one in. We're like, okay. So I don't know what they did, or whoever, the technician or whatever. I don't know what he did, but when he put the other refrigerator in, I don't think he put it in right. So when hubby brought the camper back home, the rig, the refrigerator was loose, and it was breaking off from the cabinet bracket, whatever, shelf, piece of wood, whatever. I'm like, I was like, hubby, you're gonna love this, come take a look at this. And he was like, what the, and so we talked to them on the phone. They're like, bring it back, we'll fix it. So hubby had to re-hook up the camper, haul it back down there, or over there, I should say over. Pain in the ass. He was not happy, and I was not happy. Because it was the weekend, you know. Hey, The little baby's bugging Evie. Go lie down, Evie. Doesn't matter to me where you lie down. Go lie down. So, you know, he lost a lot of time over the weekend taking the camper back and using up gas, so I guess they're going to reimburse us for that, or diesel, I should say diesel. So at the moment the camper is not in my driveway. It is down there getting repaired, which really sucks, but I'm going to say that it's something that they did when they put the replacement fridge in, because it wasn't like that at first. I don't know what happened. It's a fairly straight shot. I mean, we're mostly just to get over there. It's just like 2 highways, not a bunch of curves, and it's fairly flat. I mean, you know, it's Texas, so it's flat. Okay, I think I got most of this black outline. I think it's little outline stuff. Yeah, for her hair coming down here. The AC's on. I have my air conditioner set to 76. Mostly so it doesn't get cold in here. Okay, let's see here. Let's put these. Is it getting dark? Is it getting dark? I'm getting darker. I think the sun moved. Let me see if I can turn this light on. Hold on. That's better. Evie's so grumpy. She's grumpy about the puppy, because the puppy has no shame. And she just goes up in their face, and Evie's like, ugh, what a brat. Get away. Okay, that's all that color in this section right here. Let's do, oh my gosh, Evie? Let's peek over the side. Hey, hold on. Out. Out. Then stop. No. Actually, she was growling, not at Misty, but at Rosie, who wanted to lay next to her. Ugh. They all got to get in the same bed. There's beds all around. There's the sofa, but they all have to try and get in the same bed. Okay, let's do some of this blue. $9.95. So hopefully, they've had the camper all week. I think the guy said it would be done today, the general manager, because we got him involved. We're like, this is ridiculous. You know? Need to fix it. But you know, RVs aren't really made particularly well. So you will find issues as you use them. So like I was listening to this one video, and this man's like, yeah, every time I see like a screw fall out or whatever, I just put it back in with Loctite. Like, okay. But it's pretty typical. I mean, you know, supposedly they have, you know, quality control, but I mean, do you trust anybody's quality control with anything these days? it's not like it was before. So that's over here. There's a few up here. So I have most of the stuff that goes with us on our trips in the RV already. There's just a few things we need to put in. We have a dish tailgater, so hubby can watch TV, you know, watch like live TV. So I have to sign up for Dish again because they have like a it's like for people in RVs, like pay-as-you-go type of thing. So I'll re-sign up for that because I paused it or whatever when we stopped going out in the other camper. So I have to set that back up. And I think we have a couple of lawn chairs, kind of lounger lawn chairs to put in. And then, of course, you know, you bring your clothes and the dog bowl, food bowls and all that kind of stuff. But as far as like all the dishes and cooking things and the grill and the fishing rods, I went through my tackle box and cleaned it up because I have my own, and then hubby has his. But I did throw away all of my lures, all the like, I guess they're made out of plastic, kind of the nasty wriggly ones. So I'll have to go take a trip over to Walmart and pick up some fresh ones. Not that I ever really catch any fish. I think I've only caught a couple. I just kind of get bored. Go do something else. It's like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Then I just sit there and I just stare at the water and people watch and boat watch. And then I go back to enjoying myself. Maybe I don't catch a fish because I don't think I'm going to. Like, I don't believe I will, so I don't. Or maybe it's just a skill issue. So I will set up like, I'll bring my tablet. And then I can tether that to my phone for Wi-Fi, or maybe, well, I can bring the, I think the iPad has internet on it. I don't know, I don't use it that often. But I won't bring my laptop or anything like that. And so I'm usually pretty quiet when I go out. I'm just enjoying the peace, and looking at the trees and listening to the birds and stuff like that. I just, you know, crochet or whatever, read. Okay. I'll probably bring my main Switch and the Steam Deck so I can do some gameplay. There's a couple more over here. So one of the things I'll have to find out how well I'm going to be able to do it is take a hike. So one of the times that we went camping, like one of the last few before the long pause, we went bike riding. So we got some bikes, and I like bike riding. I was a big bike riding fanatic when I was a kid. And so, I mean, I was good, you know, like you get you get good. You're riding around, hands free, la-di-da, you're taking curves fast. I mean, you know, you just get good when you're a kid. So we have a couple bikes, and so we're biking, and so we decided to go biking back on a trail. And they were bikes to do that, whatever you call them, all-terrain or whatever. It wasn't like a street bike. And it wasn't bad, but it was like really hot, and the ground was, you know, kind of up and down like that, right? And so I'm not like an exercise fanatic, let's put it this way. I should definitely like just work out. I'm not gonna say work out more, I should just work out, right? And we're riding and I'm pedaling and I'm like dying because it's so hot. Let's do some 823 dark blue. And I don't know what I did to my knee, to my right knee, but that night I was like, I am in so much pain. Why? And at first I thought it was just kind of like a sore muscle, you know, because I don't exercise. I'm active, but I don't exercise, let's put it that way. And I was like, my knee hurts. Well, it hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt. And like weeks went by and I'm like, I gotta go to the doctor. I go and I get a freaking MRI and I have a torn MCL? Something like that. I'm like, great. And they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna cost you like, you know, $6,000 or whatever to repair it. I'm like, are you insane? So I never did get the surgery. It's a little better. So I take a pretty good multivitamin and collagen. But it's still torn, right? It just doesn't like hurt very often, or at least not as much. If I move wrong, I can feel it. So I'm like, ditch the bike. No more bike riding for Kale. I'm like, that sucks. That's part of what happens when you get old. Your body just won't cooperate. So I'm like, okay. So I'm thinking I might look around for try and find a relatively inexpensive and lightweight electric bike. That might work. I don't know. And I don't have to do that, you know, very much, that pedal motion, but it still may be just something else that I just can't do anymore. Wait, get on there. Where was I? I lost my spot. Oh, down here. So yeah, hiking, I don't know, we'll have to see how my knee does. Walking any distance, and it definitely won't be any kind of like challenging trails or anything like that. It would have to be rated easy. And see how I do. See if it hurts to walk that far or walk on that uneven kind of landscape. And then if it is kind of just not going to work, maybe what we can do is set up where like I just go for like the shortest little while, and then he can either continue on and I turn around, or, you know, I don't know, or he can go hiking and biking on his own. That's up to him. I'll figure it out. I don't think I want to leave the dogs in the camper by themselves for very long anyway. They do have something that you can buy on Amazon or wherever, where when they bark, it does like makes a little noise, like ultrasonic or whatever noise. Is that the right word? And it kind of startles them so they stop barking. So we'll have to see. bunch up here. What's the other thing I got to do before we go camping? I need to go and look for the app that tells you the bridge heights and stuff like that, and the tolerances for bridges weight wise and all that kind of stuff, so when you drive you don't go down the wrong road. Because we took the tape measure out there and he climbed up to the top of the camper and I held the tape measure, and it was like almost 14 feet, so it's pretty tall. And it's got two ACs, so it's got the one in the front for the bedroom area and then the one in the back for the living room and kitchen. And then we have our tire pressure monitoring system that we're going to install. Keep an eye on the tires. And eventually, probably after maybe a few trips or whatever, we'll be replacing the tires on the trailer, because that's what mostly everybody does. They're not very good quality tires compared to what you can buy on your own. So I did post a picture of the trailer, the rig, on X, Twitter. You want to go take a look at it. So there you can find me under Caileadair 10. You go see my stuff there. Man, I was on X the other day. Was it yesterday? Maybe yesterday morning. And it was just... I literally was like, am I insane? Like, what I'm reading and what I'm seeing on there is so far out from the norm, what I consider to be normal. I was like, this is like being insane. I just had to stop. I had to get off there and go do something else. It's like I can't handle it. So awful. That's what people are doing and how they're... I think I did like one comment where I was like, this person is stupid. It's like... And they are. I mean, sometimes you just gotta call a spade, you know what I mean? Did I got these wrong? How's that not cooperating with me? Oh, I didn't put them on there straight anyway. Duh. This stuff. I've been watching a lot of like RV videos. Kind of get back in the swing of things. Get caught up on any new things that are out in the market that make your RVing life easier. I got to make a trip over to the Dollar Tree. They have good like stuff for storage. So when you're hauling your, towing your rig, the stuff that's actually inside the camper has to be, stowed away. You can't just leave it out, things on the counter and so on and so forth. They just go flying around. So those little plastic bins and things like that are good for keeping things in place. So like we have like a coffee maker, the toaster, all the dishes, the pots and pans. Pots and pans not too bad. They have the camper has a drawer, not a drawer, but a space underneath the stove. That has a 3-burner stove. Underneath the stove there's space to put the pots and pans. They won't move around. But I've got like detergents and cleaners and things. Okay, that's that one. I'm gonna see if I can open the blinds now that the sun is not beaming in the window so directly. Because before it was actually like shining like right here. Let me see. I think that's better. Yeah, it's high enough in the sky now where it's not like beaming in here. Although the plants like it. I have a couple of hanging plants in here, which you'll see if you check my video out where I did the studio tour recently. Here, this is F. It's kind of like a 917. So after I do this, I want to go over and I'm going to do on my gaming, oh, that must be a notification on my phone. I'm going to do a gaming stream on the Gaming with Kale. I'm going to play some Disney Dreamlight Valley. So apparently there's an update. So I went in there last night and oh, and there's a new star path. So I kind of see the notifications and stuff on X because I follow that profile channel, whatever. It's like, I don't know what they call it. Just to, you know when they're going to be putting out updates and stuff. I haven't been playing the game every day or anything like that. I haven't played it for a while. It's really pretty on and off. But always go in and check when there's updates to see, what's going on. The last star path they did, I think it was like Disney theme park stuff, and I was just like, I'm out. So I didn't get any of that. It just didn't call my attention at all. Okay, I think I'm done with this F. But I figured I'd just go in there and check out the new one, what it was about. And there's also like a realm update or something. Anyhow. So I went in last night. I cleaned up stuff. I did a little bit of decorating. Harvested my pumpkins. My little pumpkins. And then planted new pumpkins. This is number 4. 312. Here comes the AC to relieve me. It's been in the upper 90s all week. So for sure summer is here in Texas. Okay, I'm doing number 4. I did mention to, I'll get back to the game in a second. I did mention to hubby, it's like, you know what, it might be time to start putting up that garden tarp stuff we put up last year to kind of try and protect the plants back there in the backyard. So our yard is not very big, and so I just have him take the tarp, like let's say this is the tarp, and I have him just stretch it all the way across the yard. So from one fence to the other fence. It comes out maybe like, it just mainly like covers the flower beds in the back where I have my rose bushes and part of the grass. I might have him extended this year. and like cover all the grass, like cover the whole freaking backyard. That's how bad it gets, because otherwise everything's just gonna just crisp in the sun and the heat. And I might actually get a because we don't have the sprinkler system back there ever since we tore the tree out and put the back garage on the house and added the sunroom. So we don't actually have like a sprinkler system back there, but what I may do is set up a sprinkler on a timer, and then that way it can save the grass so it doesn't kind of croak over like last year. It didn't really die. I guess it just went kind of like dormant. It just kind of went like, we can't handle the heat, so there's not going to be any green grass back here. But I mean, it came back. So I want to protect it more with that tarp and stuff. So anyway, so you'll hear when I'm doing my streams and stuff, you'll hear the AC, because it's just ridiculous. So anyhow, back to the game. What did I do last night? So I went around, I picked stuff up, I went in Scrooge's shop. What is this right here? It looks weird. That's like a mutated drill. Get out of there. Trash can. Did a little bit of decorating and stuff, and then I decided I was going to check out the Star Path, and it looked nice. I was like, okay, that's cute, I can do this one. It's not stupid like the other one. And let's see here. Okay. So then I looked at, they have like this bundles, a couple of bundles. One I got, and I think there was another one that I didn't get. Let's see, E. So then I had to figure out how many, because of what I wanted, this, that, and the other, how many moonstones I needed to buy. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna spend real money on this game again for this stuff. So people do that. They do spend real money on games. Now, I don't do it very often, and actually this is really the only game in recent history that I've done that on. Now, I will admit that since Animal Crossing is my favorite game, that I spent money on Animal Crossing New Horizons. I did. Quite a bit. And I still do, because I have Nintendo Online, just so I can move back and forth between my different islands and share items. It's ridiculous. It's like, I'm probably paying, I don't know, maybe like $14 a month for those stupid 3 accounts. I need to call them up and see if I can consolidate all 3 of those into like the family online. It's probably cheaper. And I think about it and then I forget to do it. So yes, I have spent money, real, money on games, but it's only been on, I think, 3 games. So Animal Crossing New Horizons, because I was trying to set up new islands and moving stuff from my old island to my new island. It's ridiculous. And then I bought an outfit on Caileadair, because it was badass, and I was like, that's badass, and I want to wear that. So I bought that. I don't think I really spent any other money, maybe one other time, but it was not very much. I think that I don't know if it was for like the critter that follows you or something, maybe. And then on Disney Dreamlight Valley for the Star Paths and all that jazz, bundles. Oh, actually last night I even made a dream snap. I hardly ever do that. I think it's just silly. But I went ahead and did one anyway. So then I figured out how many moonstones I needed and went ahead and spent money. And then I was like, okay, I did that, got that out of my hair. I started doing, you know, checked out what I needed to do for the Star Path, all those duties. And did a bit of decorating. Changed the exterior of my house to that little island one. It's really cute. Visited Scrooge's shop. I got somebody to level 10, one of the characters. I have to check that out because I'm trying to keep track. So then I went into the castle and I did the, I opened it up. I didn't actually, like, I went in, but I didn't do anything. So I opened up the new Mulan realm thing, whatever. And it played like the little cinematic or whatever, but then I just turned around and I was like, I'll just stream this tomorrow. So after this, I will probably, let me see what the time is. 9. I'll probably like let the big girls out and then I think they can like go back to sleep. Maybe. I think that's it for this color. And then I'll get everything set up for the gaming stream. Now, since I don't want to pay for another Streamlabs thing, it's so irritating. Like when I go in there and I go stream, like I can't add the second YouTube channel. It's really irritating. So it'll say like Celestial Realms, and then above it it says the Twitch, which is the Gaming with Kale. So what I end up having to do is stream over there on Twitch when I'm live, and then just put a copy on the YouTube channel. If I ever get to the point where I think it's worth it, you know, I might do it, but you know, I'm not monetized, and you know, I don't need to become a gigantic YouTube channel. I don't mind being a decent sized channel, but it doesn't have to be like cray cray. That's a weird color. It's kind of like a rosy brown. Okay, so we got any over here? There's one there. Slip it under there. Oh, there's some here. So today I'll go in there and I'll check out that realm, see what it's all about, see what I need to do. I still haven't finished the other one. The one with, what's his face, Jafar or whatever. I have to go in there and do something. I'm supposed to do something, some time related thing, look for some jewels or something, I don't even remember. But that's not something that I enjoy doing a game. It's just wandering, like crisscrossing, trying to find something. It's kind of irritating. or at least find something without any clues. It doesn't really like give you any clues. It just says it's in that area. Well, you know, who was it? Crisscross. I'm not a search dog. You got to do like a better something clue or something. I'm scanning. Okay, I think that's it for the letter P. That was 3861. And then, what I got going on over here? A bunch of different colors. Seriously. Let's try. Purple, 550. It's so funny that there are the DMC colors on these drills, which are the same as the DMC embroidery floss, right? So when I see like 550, I'm like, I was just using that this morning in my cross stitch. Okay, this is that little weird kind of like a upside down T symbol. Really pretty piano. My mom used to play the piano. That's why I grew up with classical music. Hubby and I watched Amadeus the other day. TV. It's really good. So as far as like TV stuff, I know everybody's, you know, doing YouTube videos and talking about The Acolyte, but that show looks like trash. And I'm not, you know, that big of a Star Wars fan. I enjoyed the first 3 movies. The second 3, you know, and anything after that is just trash in my eyes. And so I haven't watched That Acolyte, and I never will. It just looks like, just from the reviews I've seen, it just looks like trash. The story is stupid, and the acting looks bad. It just looks bad. It's just, ugh. So yeah, I don't watch any of that. And then, of course, I still, weeks later, I know I've mentioned it before, I still haven't finished watching the first season of House of the Dragon. So I don't know. I'll see if I can try doing that. It's not really calling my interest. Let's do the letter Y, which is 939. You know, like if something doesn't call your interest, then it really doesn't. I mean, if I enjoyed watching the episodes that I've watched. I think we watched 3 or 4, but we didn't finish the season. And like I say, we enjoyed it in the sense of, okay, but it wasn't the same as like with Game of Thrones, where I really liked Game of Thrones. I still like it, even though they ruined it, but I still like it. I hear Lily moving around out there. But House of the Dragon just, it was okay. I mean, it was fine. But it didn't go, wow, that was freaking awesome, you know. I mean, some of the parts were like, that's cool, you know, whatever, but what can I say? It just didn't like really like grab me. And I have read the first couple of books in the Song of Ice and Fire, you know, the Game of Thrones books. And I find that he's exceedingly wordy. And I just don't think he's that great of a writer. you know. So like after the first two, I think the first one was, I don't even remember the names. Like I never went and read any of the other books, and I'm a big fantasy fan, so if I don't continue reading your series, like I just don't like it that much. Whereas like my favorite fantasy series, The Sun Sword, like I reread that all the time. It doesn't matter to me how many times I've read it. I just I'm always rereading one of the books. Like I don't even reread, say that right, reread Lord of the Rings. I've read it so many times, like I just don't want to. But The Sun Sword, I'll read that like over and over. It's awesome to me. Now I don't hear anybody mention that series. Alright, so I stuck 4 drills on here. I have to find a spot for 4. Okay, let's do 3. Right there. These are all like 2. So, back to House of the Dragon. I have not finished season 1, and I have not started season 2. And for some reason, I just can't bring myself to care that much. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm missing out, you know, like, oh man, I can't watch that right now, or I forgot to watch it, or whatever. I feel bad. Like, I just don't. Part of the reason is the actor, whatever his name is. I think his name is Matt Smith. I don't really care for him, so I just don't like watching him. I have no idea why. Evie, knock it off, man. Oh no, that's, what is that noise? I think it's Lily snoring. I think. 1, 2, 3. No, that's Evie growling. No, 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 no. Peek around. Evie, go away. Go do that somewhere else. Nobody wants to hear that. Oh, she's so grumpy. But it's so bizarre. It's like, here's the deal. So, she will play with them. She will lick them. She will give them a bath. But if she's lying down and they try and invade her space, she's just not having it. She's like, no, go away. I'm like, oh my gosh. So weird. So weird. Okay, I'm going to finish this little section here. I'm not going to go too long because I really want to get to my gameplay. Just little wings. Let me see where the sun is coming in from the right. Little shadow. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here before somebody gets too grumpy over there. And I'm just going to, I think I'll just leave this like that. Maybe put it like this. And I have the release sheet here. Just kind of put it like that. Probably won't really stick. Be a little bit. Kind of put it like this. And then that way it won't get like wrecked up. Wait, let's put this one here. Like that. Keep it covered. Because the AC vent is like right above, like literally like right above us here. So I don't want the air coming down here and just drying up all this poured glue that's on there. So anyhow, it is a little after 9 in the morning, and the sun has paled a little bit, so it's not like so intense. So that's nice because it's hot here. I don't even know what the temperature is. I'll have to go check on my phone. Let me see. Where's my phone? Evie's trying to find a different spot to lie down where nobody's like interfering with her space. So she went like behind me. It is 82 degrees already. So that means definitely for sure it is going to get hot outside. So thanks for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to my little channel. And I will be coming back again and probably, let's see which one I should do. Let me take a look here. So today is diamond painting. The cross stitch I did at the beginning of the month. Let me see. Right, so I did a couple of coloring streams more recently, like June 14th, so probably the next one will be for live. I'll probably do another floss tube, so I'll do some cross stitch. And it's a little warm right now to be doing crochet, so unless I have like a fan on me, and then all you're gonna do is hear the fan. It's just roar. This doesn't go in here. I just realized that. Wrong color. Anyhow, enjoy the day. Enjoy the weekend coming up. I will try and get to do the floss tube tomorrow. And in a little bit, come on over to Gaming with Kale. Give me about, I don't know, 20 or so minutes, half an hour to get everything set up, switched over, and get the other camera set up, and let the DOGS's out, and then we can do some Disney Dreamlight Valley, and you can check out what I've been doing, because I did do some decorating. So I still need to go in my house and do some stuff there, but anyways, we'll talk about that more over on the Gaming with Kale over on Twitch. That's where you can find it live, and then later on this afternoon I'll have it up on the YouTube channel if you want to watch it then. So until then, enjoy the day. Be kind to yourself, be kind to other people, be kind to the world. We need it, and it just hopefully will make things better if everybody would just chill out and relax and just be kind. So I'll see you next time.